Welcome back, my friends. My name is Eric. This is Mellow7 Gaming, and I'm just giving you a quick Solasta update. I thought we would talk about the beginning of our next save. I'm playing through the game to get up to the new content. We may as well start by meeting our first characters. I hadn't meant to do this, I'll be honest with you. I'm not sure where I need to slide me, though. Let me slide me over here. And then maybe we'll be able to see everything we need to see. So what I did was I rolled until I got a single 18. It didn't matter how good the stats were. If there wasn't one 18, I didn't take it. And I passed by a couple that were everything like was 17 to 14. Every single one of them, because it didn't meet my requirement of 118. So we have actually slightly worse stats in a couple cases than we would have if we hadn't hung out for that 118. But I just wanted one and only one. So in this case, she might have had, no, she got a plus one to each. So she had an 18 and a 17. So this is our paladin. This is Natalie Hawk, human, as you can see right there. We're level 2, I think now is what we're at. So I'll give you an idea. Lawfulness, kindness, casual, and altruistic, lawful good with an acolyte background. And you can see there's the acolyte background, paladin and human right there. Proficiency wise, you can take a look, kind of see what we took. This is interesting because we have been incapacitated at least once from a jump that we apparently, despite our 19 strength and our 6 athletics, still somehow screwed up. And we can do a little crafting with her. We can do some potions, and I believe she's in fact working on one right now. So paladin spells, you can see what we have right now. Bless, Cure, Light, Shield of Faith is what we have queued up. Next character is Eric Tallbarrel, Hill Dwarf Ranger. This is the basic stats right there. Pragmatic, kindness, casual, and violence for his tags there. And he was a lawkeeper and is neutral good. Come over here, you see much the same. There's our lawkeeper background right there. And proficiency-wise, we've got athletics there as well. Animal handling, perception, survival, intimidation, and we have some languages. Crafting, none for him. He does have a couple ranger spells, Cure Wounds and Hunter's Mark at this point. Jenny Marsh, this is our Marsh Halfling rogue, and the star of the show so far. We're dual wielding with her. With Eric, I went with Duelist, I think is what it's called, as long as he has a one-handed weapon in one hand and no weapon in the other. This counts. He does an extra +2 damage. Plus, he's got pretty good strength. I put the 18 here, and then he had a 16 for con, but he had +2 for being a dwarf. So that's how he ended up with 2 18s there. But yeah, he does reasonable damage when he hits. Unfortunately, he's gone multiple fights in a row, not rolling more than 4s. Pretty standard for him to roll very, very low consistently. So he's been of very little use so far because he just can't hit anything. Anyway, back to Jenny here, Marsh Halfling Rogue. Caution, pragmatic, casual with that spy background. And you can see it right there. Proficiency-wise, we've got athletics, acrobatics, sleight of hand, stealth, deception, nature, perception. We've got double proficiencies in Thieves' Tools and Poisoner's Kit. So we'll be back to this here in just a second. And our final character is our High Elf Mage. Was asked to maybe do a support class this time instead of a damage mage. I'm trying. He hasn't been super useful, I'll be honest, so far. But we're giving it a try. Partly my fault, but I'll show you why in a second. So basic stats right there. 19 intelligence, 15 dex, 13 con. You know, not too shabby. Got him with a short bow right now. Academic, lawful, neutral, formal, lawfulness, pragmatic, and authoritarian. Proficiency-wise, what do we take? We have essentially the intelligence stuff: arcana, history, investigation, nature, insight, and perception. We can do some crafting. We have not bought this yet. We didn't have enough cash yet to buy that. I think it's 100 gold. And scroll kit. He can do poisoning because he's got nature proficiency or scrolls. And he can do some of this as well. So pretty cool. The only thing we can't really craft is scrolls, clerical scrolls, because he doesn't have them, or she didn't have them. She might now. Now she's got it, so now we could. We couldn't do it earlier. Actually, we still can't because she doesn't have Scroll Kit or Arcana. So that's how we ended up with that. Let's go back to here. We did take Sparkle for our High Elf cantrip, and I have liked it quite a bit. That's the one that lights all of the torches and stuff on. Lights them up. Ugh. Dancing, Dazzle, and Shine. This is where I screwed up. I should have taken one attack cantrip. And you can see the rest of the spells right there. We've got Fog, Cloud, Hideous Laughter, Jump, Mage Armor, and Magic Missile, and Protect. Evil versus Good, which I should be using in this fight and have forgotten. Need to remember to do that. So those are my 4 characters that we're running with. So let's talk about some of the interesting stuff. I've got a list of bugs. The game is much buggier now than it was before the winter patch. Hopefully that gets fixed quickly. They broke stuff that I didn't think had been touched. Fire Drakes, horrible lag after you kill them. There's the 10-second lag bug after every single death of them. And when you try to loot them, I had about a 30-second lag before anybody in the party could do anything. And then after that 30 seconds, the 3 characters who had not looted could move. The one who did looted was permanently locked, had to load from a save, never recovered from it. So be careful with the Fire Drakes. Interesting problems there. After we killed them, the roll at the door to get in, we failed it. It didn't care, it just took us through the door anyway. It also did not give us any of our spy options, despite the fact that Jenny Marsh is a spy. And because we never saw that, never noticed that, never looked at it, and never gave us the option, we were unable to use any of those dialogue options with Daliat either. So that door is horribly bugged as well, and that can have consequences going forward. We did talk to Robert for our final option, telling him to take command, which kills the lieutenant from the Sorax, and Daliat disappears as soon as you get in here. Although he also did take part in the fight in the tower there. He didn't do anything there, he just stands there. So I would say that's the weakest group. I would say Robar and Lisbeth is by far the weakest we've had so far. I would take just about any other option than these two. So don't talk to Robert and tell him to be in charge, because I think it's pretty horrible. They both do have a special ability where they can do an action surge, where they can do a second attack in a row. They almost always roll a 1 on it. I don't think I've ever hit with it so far, and I've used it a lot because we've been having problems with Sorax. We've redone almost all these fights, including this one's coming up here a couple times so far. Second wind would be great, except when they die, they get 1 hit and killed instantly. They have good hit points. They've got good AC. Doesn't matter. Sorax one-shot these guys like nobody's business consistently over and over. Not pushing them off, just 1 hit, 1 kill. It's happened to me numerous times at this point. That takes me to the next bug. They die. It gives you a warning that says, gee, it's too bad you can't cast Revivify. Make sure you have the scroll on somebody that can cast it. But your game's over because of that, except that we not only do we have multiple scrolls of Revivify, we have them in the inventory of somebody who can cast them. It just doesn't let me. So as soon as one of them gets 1 shot, which again happens regularly, you got to load from start. So that's a little bit of a pain in the butt. Jello, it's okay. She's been a real pain in the ass. She wants ice cream, but nobody's eating any, so she won't go anywhere else. She wants somebody's dessert is what she wants. Let's see, we got most of that. Oh, I've been having problems moving loot, like put some scrolls from one character to another. It happened to me with scrolls, and it happened to me with javelins. I went to move them from one character to the next. They just disappeared. They left the character I was on. They never showed up on the other character. We were in formation where everybody was standing next to each other. There was no reason for it not to work. They just disappeared. They never got to the other side. So that's that. Let's talk about some Sorax. If you're here and a Sorak is up here, you can't attack the Sorak. He can attack you. You can't attack him. If you move, he will get an attack of opportunity. Interestingly enough, if you're not right under him, you generally can't attack. So if I was here, I could attack, sometimes up significantly higher than I think I should be able to. If you're on a pillar and say he's here, the the person here won't be able to attack, but the person on the side can attack up at an angle through the pillar from the side up and around and hit them. So their positioning and what attacks can and can't happen is horribly bugged. You could attack down at them. So if we were standing here and he was down here somewhere, or if we were here and he was down, we could attack down, but we wouldn't be able to attack up unless we were attacking at a weird diagonal. So Sorak positioning is really, really bugged for attacking, so be really careful with that. I recommend just try not to stand near any walls that they can get above you, because it's really a pain in the ass. I think that's all my bugs there. Oh, I had another issue where on the previous fight, the first big Sorak fight, there's the big wall with the railings up top and all that. We were up on top. There were 2 Soraks on the wall above my character. I couldn't attack either of them, so I moved out to go after another guy. They both got their attacks of opportunity. When my move finished, I didn't get an attack. It just took it away. Attack just disappeared. We didn't move very far. I think we moved like 3 squares, and that's it. And my attack just poof. Just that whole extra action disappeared. So there's that. Poison heals. In fact, I can show you that here right now. Let me do a quick save real fast. F5. Unpause. Let's come here to this. Yeah, look at that. Drink potion. We're on poison. 2d4 plus 2, and if we drink it, you'll see it. It healed her 0 in that case. I'm not quite sure. Oh, because she's at full health, but it does heal. So poison is also broke. We started the fight with everybody here. I tried to take her and run her over here, which runs her all the way up here. This jump from here, she jumped down to here and jumped across, I think is how it worked, and of course failed it despite the 19 strength and the really good athletics. And when incapacitated, which then triggered the fight, which meant everybody had free arrow shots at her while she was incapacitated. That's not the bug. That's fine. That's just a dice roll. But when we started the fight with everybody here, our movement got shut down. So we could only move from like here to here. A couple people could move to here. So everybody's movement got shut down dramatically. The dwarf only lost, I believe, 1 movement off of his. He went from like 5 to 4. Everybody else lost a bit more. So something on here has the effect of slowing your character down. It's like it's rough terrain or something for some reason. So make sure you move up a little bit if you're worried about that. And I think that's that. I'm a little frustrated going through the Soraks. Again, it's so buggy, and I'm getting so tired of these guys getting one shot and not being able to do anything. Not, like I say, not pushed off. They just, bam, you know, he loses 24 health in an easy, in one chance without any problems. And she's only got 12 hit points. So she goes down much quicker. And like I say, guys from across the map, you know, in the darkness there, shoot out and you're just dead. So a little annoying. Your only option is to save them way back, but it doesn't seem to matter. They have so much more range than you have. Knock it off. Yeah, so that's my biggest bitch right now. It's just taken a long time to go through the Soraks. Not because the fights are difficult, but because the fight's instantly over as soon as one of those people dies, and they are getting one shot. So that's it. It's just super, super buggy, which is a shame because, like I say, the initial early release was not. Again, I don't know how they broke the fire drakes. I don't know why they should have been touched, but clearly they touched something with them. So that's that. I'm still having fun. I'm just a little frustrated here, so I decided to take a couple minutes to record this. If you guys are playing, let me know what your results are. Are you seeing any additional bugs? What are you guys seeing? And hopefully we'll see you in another, well, maybe we'll do another short one tomorrow to give you a quick update. But hopefully we'll get through this the next couple days and we'll get into the new content. So thumbs up, thumbs down. Don't forget to subscribe. Let me know what bugs you're seeing. Cheers.